I have the Moto G Turbo with me today. I know it's coming out a little late, but I thought I could maybe do a quick unboxing and hands-on review. So here is the unboxing of the Moto G Turbo. The Moto G Turbo is an upgrade from the Moto G Generation 3. The name Turbo stands for Motorola's Turbo Power feature, which is basically just like Quick Charge. So anyhow, let's get started. And here we have the device. So I feel all the phones in the Moto G series look exactly the same. They have all looked almost the same since Moto G, the first generation. In the back here is the standard Moto logo, which is common on all Motorola phones. I'll get back to the device in a while. Let's see what else we have inside the box. There's an instruction card about sealing the back cover since it's water resistant. We have the Moto Turbo charger. So interestingly, the charger is a plain wall charger. It's connected directly. The USB style charger I feel would have made more sense. I don't know why they did it this way. They don't have a separate data cable in the box either. So a USB style charger would have been more practical. Anyhow, in the box we also get a standard pair of earphones. And there's also some paperwork inside, warranty cards and etc. Coming back to the handset, like I mentioned, it looks quite identical to any of the G series phones, so anyone can mistake one for another. Let me go through it real quick. Towards the right we have the power button and below it are the volume rockers. At the bottom we have the micro USB charging port. At the top we can see the headphone jack, and that's pretty much it. Though the design of the phone is nothing different or stands out in any way, I've always liked the design of the G series. The build of the phone is pretty good. Most of the phone is made from plastic as it seems, but it feels pretty solid. The back has a carbon fiber kind of texture which feels really good in the hand. The phone doesn't weigh much either. The grip is very solid, so it won't really slip out of your hand very easily. Right at the center of the back we have the camera, and below it is the flash. So this phone is IP67 water and dust resistant. That's why it's crucial the back cover is sealed properly. Let me open it up and show you how it's inside. There we go. So Moto G Turbo has a 2470 mAh inbuilt battery. So we can only open the back cover to insert our SIM cards and the SD card. As we know, the Moto G Turbo is a dual SIM phone. Here we can insert the first SIM card, and on the other side we can insert the second SIM card. There's also provision to insert a micro SD card. So after you're done inserting all your cards, here is the crucial part. Ensure that you properly close the back cover. Just press and see on all sides if the back cover has been properly fit. Otherwise water can seep through the open space. Okay, so now that we've pretty much seen the look and build of the phone, let's power it up and see how it fares. I really like this animation while it's booting up, looks cool. Anyhow, so I'll skip the setup part as it's all pretty standard. And here we go, we have the welcome screen here. There we go, all good to go. So I think that the best thing about the Moto phones is that the UI is quite similar to that of stock Android. So that's really cool, and they don't have a lot of bloatware as well. The phone is running Android 6, which is Marshmallow. If we take a look at the hardware, it's packed with 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of inbuilt storage, and it has a 720p HD display. With only 2 GB of RAM, the phone does seem reasonably fast and snappy. That's probably because there's nothing on it right now, it's still new, but still the phone seems quick. Multitasking is also moderately quick. Let's get to the camera on this phone. Twist the phone twice and the camera opens. That's a cool Moto gesture which I always liked. Slide up and down to zoom in and out. There's multi-touch on the software, so you can touch anywhere on the screen to click a picture. The primary camera has a 13 megapixel sensor. The layout of the camera is very basic. There's one option at the bottom to switch between the front and back camera. And there's another option on the other side to take a video. We can access the photos taken by swiping to the left. There we go. And if we swipe to the right, we get settings. There seems to be quite a few options in here. We have the HDR mode, there's flash, There's this cool controller which lets us adjust the focus and exposure. It's something similar to what we've seen on the iPhone. We can move the slider anywhere on the screen to focus on things and adjust the slider to control the exposure. So that's really nice. There's also a low light mode which helps in taking higher quality photos in the dark. That's pretty cool as well. Back in the settings, in the options next, we can select the video format. We can shoot in HD at 1080p or in slow-mo in 720p. Next, we get to select the aspect ratio. We can shoot in either widescreen mode, which has an aspect ratio of 16:9, or in the standard mode, which has the standard 4:3 aspect ratio. The widescreen mode does seem cool, but the resolution decreases a little bit in this mode. Back in the options, you get a timer. There's also the panorama mode. And towards the end, there is the geotag option to tag the location where you click a picture, and an option to turn off the shutter speed. The front camera is a 5 megapixel sensor. The clarity of it seems pretty good, but it does seem a little overexposed at times. But it does click decent selfies. Even the front camera shoots videos in HD at 1080p and slow-mo at 720p. The software of the camera seems pretty decent, and with cool features like the focus wheel and the low light mode, the camera does seem to be pretty solid considering a low budget phone. Despite having a 720p display, the screen does seem pretty bright. The colors at times look a little dull, but most of the time they seem pretty decent. Watching videos on the screen will not disappoint. The phone seems to be handling most of the heavy lifting pretty well. There is very little delay in actions, camera works at a good pace as well, and gaming is an overall good experience. It handles high graphics pretty well, and I haven't seen any lags even while playing high resolution games. Though the phone does get a little hot after longer durations of gaming or watching videos. The Moto G Turbo, with a decent camera, good performance, and high performance gaming and multitasking, seems to be a good buy for those on a budget. At only 9,500 rupees, the Moto G Turbo is very reasonably priced. So that was the Moto G Turbo. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Do like and share this video. You can tweet me your questions at Simple Reviews or leave a comment below. Do check out other videos by Simple Reviews. Also subscribe to Simple Reviews for more tech videos, and I'll see you guys next time.